Thank you for checking out this little teaser of the history of the papacy and church. Here's a little taste of what's coming up soon on the History of the Papacy podcast. Now, if you like what you hear, I'd love it if you'd leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or your podcatcher of choice. If you want to support the podcast even more, consider becoming a Patreon on patreon.com/history of the papacy. There are many levels and benefits for you, and you help keep the history of the papacy going. With that, here's another piece of the mosaic of the popes of Rome and Christian church, and I will definitely be talking to you more soon. It was sort of a little bit of a side story in the Gracchi brothers chapter, but there was you made just a quick reference to Governor Gray Davis from California, and that was way back in 2003, and it was sort of a blast from the past. And I remember from back then that Davis was, as I recall it, sort of just a ineffectual, bad administrator who one thing led to, some of the things were his fault, some of them weren't, and one thing led to another, but he was ousted in a recall vote, which was very rare. And it hasn't happened since in California, and in many places, it's in the United States in particular, there's no mechanism for recall. How did you think that this story of Gray Davis fit in with this the chapter on the Gracchi brothers? It's such an interesting comparison.
Yes, the idea that a magistrate could be removed if he did not serve in the interest of the people or simply no longer enjoyed their trust came from Tiberius Gracchus. And for this reason, he had the assembly vote to remove a tribune of the plebs who opposed his land reform, because he was a traitor. He served not the people, but the aristocrats. And the same thing happened more than 29 centuries later, in 2003, to Gray Davis, as you told, the governor of California. You remember, who was deposed by popular vote. The Austrian-born former actor Arnold Schwarzenegger, famous for playing the title role in Conan the Barbarian, was elected after him. But there are many links between American history and Roman history. For example,
the Historical Jesus Podcast is the sweeping saga of the life and times of Galilean Jesus of Nazareth, as well as the faith, religion, and church founded to honor and disseminate his acts and teachings. Join me, Mark Vinette, on this fascinating journey through time, exploring the many great works of Christian theology, literature, architecture, music, and art, inspired by the words and deeds of Jesus Christ.